Welcome to episode 37. We left off standing outside of the gate of Sodidia Now Malor, having made it all the way through the various speed bumps along the way. I think that's probably the best way to call them, being how easily you guys blew through everything. So you are standing here. You have your group plus William, the mind-controlled wizard's apprentice, and a giant shimmering wall that looks like, the Stargate event horizon in front of you.
Okay. Oh, yes, I remember. We got through the gate. That's right. Yes.
We got through the gate of the dead.
Yes. Now we're in front of glowy wall.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember how we got... I'm trying to remember, like, when we did this through the first time, and however many years in the future, what it looked like when we got out of the ghost area.
It looked identical to you.
Alright, that's cool, then. I have no memory. I'm just like...
History check.
That would suck if I would be a mean DM. I would probably it'd be so hypocritical, but if the party couldn't remember what happened last time, I'd make them do history checks, and if they all failed, they didn't get to know what happened last time, and they just get thrown into it.
Will you stop giving him ideas? You know how our memories are.
History is a mystery.
But it's fun to have you guys do the history check so I can feed you little bits of information or all of it, depending on how it works out.
True. Anyways, so glowy wall. I'm trying to remember how we got past this the first time. Did we just walk through? Do we do a thing? I'm trying to remember.
I think we just walked through.
What's your history check tell you?
I got an 8. Actually, no, that's 11 with the modifier, but
12.
That's not bad. You guys are like, wasn't there another party member here? Yeah, we had that guy helping us, and there was blood involved.
Oh, frick. We need Margaret! Oops.
That's a problem.
That was a problem. Came all the way here for nothing.
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah. But we don't have the key.
But what do you have? And what information can you gain from where you are at?
Well, it's a cup with dirt in it. I call it a cup with dirt. What do we have? Let me check.
Still have your bag of beans. I don't know if that would do any good.
It's all that in a bag of beans.
So if the bag of beans is planted, then a random effect takes place. I mean, if all else fails, we could try it. Does any of us actually have, like, the container of Margaret's blood, or do we use all of it?
I think you would know.
I'm the keeper of Margaret's blood.
I would assume so.
I think we might have used all of it.
Well, do you want to check the bottle?
Sure. I shall check for the bottle.
All right.
What would that be? Would that be an investigation?
I'm
Sure.
just taking
roll
out
me
the
a-
bottle and looking at it.
We're gonna do a comparison roll. So I rolled a d20. You roll a d20.
19.
Nice. You look inside and you're like, guys, there's like a drop or two in here.
If only I knew the spell enlarge. But I don't. Let's see what we can do with 2 drops of Margaret blood. Wait a second. I don't think this would work.
Dun, dun, dun. What did we pour the blood on last time? We didn't pour it on the book, did we?
No, we just used it on the gate, and the gate fell, I think.
Theseus used the blood and drew a doorway for you to pass through.
Ah.
Darn. I had an idea, but it doesn't work. I was seeing if control water had anything to do with increasing, like, the amount of water present. You know, because blood is mostly water, but...
Oh, yes.
Control water doesn't have anything like that, sadly.
Well, and if we
I
learned
wish it did.
anything
That would have
from...
been a big brain move.
That would. And, I mean, if we learned anything from Avatar Last Airbender, it's bloodbending is just a, like, subcategory of waterbending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if only, but no, I think the best thing there is flood, but it doesn't really... Well, kind of. Level of all standing water in an area rises 20 feet. Would be flood, but I don't think that would work.
Not in this situation.
A blood
Nah.
flood.
I tried. A blood flood. Oh god. That just gave me an idea to keep something to keep track of. Whenever there's like a hard battle going on, I should keep tabs on how much blood has covered the floor of the area, and then like use control water if there's enough blood on the floor.
I support
That's really
this.
morbid, but it would work.
I totally support this.
Catsaurus is a bloodbender. Like anybody who... Like, I've seen so many things of, like, people who take, like, pre-existing characters and, like, put them in, like, the tribes they would be in, like, Avatar. This is confirmed. Catsaurus is a bloodbender. He's a waterbender, but primarily uses bloodbending.
Awesome.
I'm still looking for ideas here, so.
If only I knew the spell enlarge. I don't know it, though. What is it, like enlarge or shrink? I know I can learn it, I just didn't because I was like, that's stupid, when would that come in handy? And here we are.
Bigamy.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't care about my party members enough to make them giant.
Yes, we know. Well, okay. Aha. So I turn to William and I say, "We got a couple drops of the Keymaster's blood. Do you know how to make more of this blood? Can you copy this, and then we can use it to get through that barrier?"
He looks at it and goes, "No, I can't think of any way to do that. I mean, I can probably heal people, but I don't imagine that's going to make more blood appear. I don't think that enlarging thing is going to do more than turn 2 drops into 4 drops. And I think you just have what you have."
This is the only piece of Margaret I have. Which is sad but true.
What if we had like some sort
And her
of
bracelet. I
ascending
still have
spell
her
where we
little
use
bracelet.
the drops to summon Margaret?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Margaret's
across
in the
thousands
womb
of
at the
years.
moment.
She's not even in the womb. She's in an ancestor.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not even a gleam in someone's eye.
Wait a minute. It's an ancestry
Oh.
thing. Why don't we
Yep.
search for the Keymasters with the actual birthmark and stuff?
We didn't think
all
to do
have
that
it.
when we first showed up here and we saw them.
They do, but we have no idea where that is.
Oh, yeah, we do. We know where they settle.
Yeah, but we don't know when they settle.
They said they were going to. If anything, we could search in that general direction, but we'd have to basically undo all of our work getting through here in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah. You
But
met
it's
the
not-
Dicks, her like great grandparents or whatever they are.
Great, ever so great grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What do we even do? We don't know them that well. We just be like, "Hi, can we just look for your birthmark? Can we just look at it really quick?" Cool.
We need some blood.
This is a blood drive. We need some blood. You're a perfect donor. Yeah, what do we say? You can't really just say that. They're gonna get terrified.
Pay you a lot of money for a little bit of blood.
That would work.
Pretty much.
Here, I'll teach you this ward spell in case any evil pumpkins come into your life.
Anyway,
Just
we're getting sidetracked again.
I support that.
because I'm the tiefling that shows them how to protect the village. We have to go do that.
We'll see. We gotta get.
That would
we
be
gotta
so
get-
wonderfully circular.
Right.
That'd be perfect. It would be like the Harry Potter thing where he was his own dad the whole time. Anyways, it was in like the third book. Anyways.
Wow. I knew that story was messed up, but jeez.
And I'm
No,
my
no.
own grandpa.
He does a thing and he sees like somebody who he thinks is his dad off in the shadows. And he gets to start. He's like, "Oh, my dad is like watching over me, from his grave," and he does great. And later, through some like time travel doohickey stuff, he realizes, "Oh, like my dad's supposed to show up here, but wait, he's not showing up. I'm the person I saw." And then he does the thing, and then like past him or slash present.
Patronus charm.
Yeah, the Patronus thing. Yeah, I know. But yeah, so he thinks it's his dad, and then he shows up, like, he goes back and after it happens, and then shows up, and he's like, "Okay, my dad will show up," and he's like, "Wait, but my dad's not showing up. Oh, wait, it's me I saw," and then, he does the thing. It's like a, whatever, he makes his own future.
Okay, my wonderful little.
And that's why he
daughter,
ends up not
let's-
having like a delta brainwave or something like that, which makes him immune to the brain slugs.
I guess. Where does he get that from?
That's from Futurama.
Oh, alright. I
Oh god. Okay. Not future. Well,
was like, I don't remember that happening. Anyways. We got so sidetracked. Anyway.
We do. So,
Nah.
what are you guys
we
gonna
might
do?
have to go
You're
to that
here.
village.
I know.
I mean, we could just try to walk through.
I don't think we want to just try and walk through. We can. Tell you what. Why don't you? So Dane's gonna pick up a rock. He's gonna throw it at the blue barrier. And we're gonna see what happens.
Sure. You
Rock.
give the rock a toss, and it hits and like ripples on a pond. You see the ripple go out, and the rock just slide down and hit the ground.
Got it.
There.
That makes sense. Okay.
I don't know what to do.
All right. Well, what spells do you know, Ray?
Nothing that I don't think anything that'll help this situation.
Okay, well, all right. I guess what we can do is I'll take a stick.
Why don't we just try, like, touching a drop to the barrier? Maybe Theseus was just showing off with the whole, how to make a giant circle.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what I was gonna kind of say. I was gonna say I can get a stick, sharpen the stick to a point, so it's just a little, and then kind of dip it in the bottle
And stab it.
to
Stab the
drop
barrier.
of blood, and then stick it in the barrier.
That would work. Go find a stick, I guess.
You all have weapons on you. Why not just use a weapon?
Well, because
We want to use a stick.
Well, you're in the middle of a cave. You
Yeah.
don't have a stick.
A pointy stick. They
Well,
want
that's
a
not
stick.
true. Ray has arrows.
True.
She has
Yes.
plain arrows.
Wait.
But that's
Arrow
not.
is it's
She
like a
has
stick,
sticks.
but longer and already pointy.
Right?
Yeah, if anything, we could just go an arrow in and like stand back and just fire the arrow at it.
We don't want to fire. We can just kind of. I'm just, you know, just as opposed to using my finger, which is not exactly a precision instrument. You know, I figured with a stick with a point, you could get just a little bit of blood and be maybe a slight bit more precise about the whole thing. That's all. I'm just, you know,
We only got one
there's
shot,
a
kind of.
difference between trying to write with a pencil and writing with a piece of sidewalk chalk, basically.
Alright. Fair enough.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Kind of. I don't think precision really matters in this case, but you know.
Considering we only have 2 drops of blood, I think precision kind of does matter.
Not really. It's a giant surface. It's like hitting the side of a barn.
I'm still not firing at it.
I know we're not firing at it, but that's even more so why it doesn't really need to be precise. Anyways, whatever. Ray, hand over an arrow. Will do.
Nice.
Okay. So, Castros, are you gonna dip the arrow in the blood
I suppose.
and then just, see if maybe that'll take the barrier down?
So yeah, I look at the precious jar of my one memory of Margaret that's flesh and blood, and stick the arrow in it.
Well,
and
not so
get
much
it,
on the flesh
you know,
part.
at least a bit of a drop on the tip, and then put it to the barrier.
Just like stick it in.
Yep.
Cool. The arrow slides right through with a little sizzle.
Yeah.
And there is a hole that you can see through the barrier inside. It grew from the size of the arrow out, maybe say to like a silver dollar ish.
Well, that's not big enough to go through.
No. I don't think I can wild shape into anything that small either. Can I?
Not that I'm aware of.
Swarm of flies.
I can become a swarm of like bees.
True.
Would that
Okay,
work?
so how long did this doorway last before?
I don't know.
We don't know. We just kind of, you guys went through and you were doing your thing, and the doorway just kind of was open.
Okay.
So you didn't observe that directly, so I can't answer from your experience.
Oh, this is so annoying. The thing is once you go through, you can't necessarily just open the door wider for us, can you?
Don't think so.
Anybody else have any ideas at all?
Well, there's not.
What do we see through the peephole?
Yeah, why don't we just look through and just examine?
So look through.
Sure. Someone roll me a investigation as you investigate the room with your eyes.
So okay. With my eye holes.
Yep.
It's a 6.
You're having trouble focusing as you look deep into the room. You think maybe someone else might be able to see better.
I'm only filled with the bitter memory of Margaret and how she's stuck with
The tears that have welled up in your eyes are making your vision blurry.
And Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy. The one companion I had for so long.
Ray, why don't you roll?
Gone. Alrighty, but I have -1. That's a not nat 1, but it's a 1.
Alpha?
I mean, I can try. He's not the most perceptive.
I mean, Dane rolled a 13, so I guess I can look through. I was hoping for a better roll.
Alpha. Oh, Alpha got 17.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
look at you.
Nice. So Alpha
he is
starts
perceptive.
scanning the room. Yeah. Well, Dane, you look and you're like, "Hey, Alpha, I see something over there. Can you verify what I'm seeing?" And Alpha goes over and looks, and he goes, "Yeah, that's really weird looking." So as you look in, you see that the old one is still frozen in stone. There's basically nothing through the middle of the room, but the floor looks like an egg carton. Like almost someone took an ice cream scoop and scooped out of the rock all across it.
What is this ice cream you speak of?
That was the DM
Okay.
telling you as the player, not a character telling Alpha.
I suppose Alpha would be the one trying to describe it, so it makes sense.
Yeah. You describe it almost like an egg carton shape. So however that translates to your experience.
The floor is
Maybe
officially dimpled.
yeah, like a ball peen hammer, had pounded thin metal into little scallops.
Ooh, scallops.
What should we do with this information? I mean, we came here to try and defeat the boss, correct?
Well, we're mostly trying to catch up to whatever the being was that was ahead of us, because we thought that maybe that was
The boss.
potentially the boss. Yes.
No, but if the
Yeah.
boss
Well,
was here, the barrier would probably be down.
It wasn't last time.
Williams says, "So, can I don't think we can go any further. Would it be okay if we went back now? Now that I know this location, we could just open a portal back to the throne room."
I mean, doesn't seem like
I
there
mean,
is much
technically, yes.
we can do unless we wanted to investigate a bit more to find him, but doesn't seem like that's likely that we'll be able to find him, even if we were to look. I mean, all else fails, I guess I could turn into a direwolf or something, try to track a scent, but stone doesn't really pick up smell that well.
Completely out of ideas. I don't have a stinking clue as to how to go forward now.
Don't know.
I don't either. I don't know.
Maybe we just sit around and wait, and for once have nothing to do.
For 1,000 years.
Yeah, why not? Vacation. Well, I might actually live 1,000 years into the future.
You might.
Yeah, because of my druid ability to only age 1 year every 10 years. Potentially, I could live until time would come again. But then I wouldn't really get to live my life with Margaret. Well, actually,
And you'd have
no, she is like over 100 years old.
no, she's not. She's still a young girl,
She's in
and you'd be.
the village where they don't really age.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, she did. She was born and then lived a long time, kind of frozen in time. And also, Ray being an elf, you'll get to hang out with her the whole time.
I don't know if Ray would be happy about that situation.
I didn't think so.
But how would the time continuation work? Because if I were to try and go back and get Jeremy when the time came that I would normally get Jeremy, would that intercept first timeline me?
Again,
Oh, yeah.
it depends on whether you're talking about the regular theory of time travel, if you're discussing the many worlds theory of time travel, where you can't actually travel back on your own timeline, and any attempt to travel back in time, you actually create a whole new universe, and you're actually in a completely different universe. In which case,
Well, let's
Yeah,
just
go
say
ahead.
in this situation, it would screw everything up.
Okay. So we're going on regular timeline theory. Got it.
Everything was perfect until you guys came into my life. I just was living in the woods with Jeremy. Life was great. I didn't have no Margaret to worry about. It was just me and Jeremy living in the woods, collecting teeth. It was a great time. And something had to crash down from the sky, and I had to get curious.
We are all the products of our decisions.
Shut up, Dane.
I'm the product of brawn.
And then after that, your decisions have helped create you who you are right now.
Yeah. I like who I am, but I miss who I was. When did we get so philosophical? Where did that come from?
Because we don't have any clear path of which way to go forward. Other
Hidden
than
lights.
back to the throne room, but that's mainly because the wizard wants William to be back so he can clean his chamber pots.
Yeah.
Because he's been whining and wanting to return the entire time.
Well,
Well, wait a minute, but
did he want to
he
start
was
back then?
saying that. Hold on. Let's think outside the transdimensional box for a moment. He says he knows this location now and can therefore take us back to the throne room and back here whenever we want. Now, he can also see through that peephole. Does that not mean he can also take us to the other side of the peephole?
Ah.
Possibly. We can ask him.
He gives you a confused look, and he's like, "I'm not Nightcrawler."
Art.
No, he
Who's this
goes
Nightcrawler you
and
speak of?
he shows he's a fictional deity, a folk hero, if you will, that could transport himself instantly anywhere he could see.
I'm
So
confused. Why would he be called Nightcrawler? Shouldn't that be Transporter then?
it's folk hero names often don't make sense. I mean, why would you call a guy that cut down trees for fun Paul Bunyan? I mean, he doesn't have a
assume he
growth on
must
his
have one.
foot.
Oh, I always assumed that was the case.
So he does. Besides, let me show you how this works. And he starts drawing a circle on the floor and writing symbols around it, so he can like he's basically doing like a ritual spell.
Okay. So it has to be between 2 points that has these designs on it.
If only I could wild shape something small enough, but I can't.
Well, I mean, even if we threw you through, you still wouldn't be able to do anything.
I could de-wild shape as soon as I get through, and then re-wild shape it.
Well, you might not.
No, I have 2 expenses of wild shape. Well, yeah.
So what?
But it could lead to a better investigation, or... Well, yeah, there's not really much point.
As he's finishing up his thing, he goes, that description you gave kind of reminds me of something my old teacher told me about once. Perhaps
That
if you
being...
guys want to go back and talk to him. Well, his name was Adelius the Wise. You'd have to talk to him. You could go to the Mages College if we, go back to the throne room first.
You should go to the Mages College up in Winterhold.
All right. Well, apparently since we're kind of an impasse here, and it doesn't look like whoever we were following necessarily made it through here, so I guess we might as well just do that.
Yep. Move on, I guess.
Okay, well then he completes his circle and says some words, and it starts to glow, and it's becomes like a little charged doorway. And he's like, "Okay, guys, we'll just walk this way." And he does the Ministry of Silly Walk strut and walks right through the middle of the portal and disappears.
I guess we all follow.
I have to roll a
way.
performance for this. Alpha will try to walk that way. Nope,
Go
he
for
got
it.
a 4.
Yeah, it just looks terrible. Yeah, you try and you trip your way through the portal.
Rippy.
I'll walk normally through the portal.
Yeah, Dane just snorts and humorlessly follows through.
All right. Well, you
Right, where
guys
you
find yourself up.
Ray's just gonna walk normally. This
All
tells
right.
you what kind of group this is, considering we have to specify how we walk.
Oh yeah, because you
Well-
can almost barrel through. barrel rolls.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not right now, though.
The sadness is palpable.
I'm alone in
All
the
right.
world. I have
Yeah.
no one who understands me. No one who will help me collect teeth. What's the point?
You make it back to the throne room.
Yep. We get back to the throne room.
And the advisor's there. Are you satisfied with your little endeavor?
No.
Mm.
No. You're not. This is not what I would call a successful mission.
I take it you're going to go harass poor Adelius then.
Well, that was
It's the
right.
ideal solution.
So yes.
Yes, well, I figured as much. Uh, Go out the front of the palace, take a right. You'll find the college down there.
All right. So I turned to leave, and then I turned back, and I say, "We'll be back."
He gets a chill because he's never heard anything
Great
like
reference.
that before.
Good.
Right.
A little bit of chill would be good for that guy. He's a little on the air.
Yeah.
Inside.
Well,
Great reference. Totally underused reference. And, you know, definitely, yeah, great.
I mean, my generation knows the reference very well, but
I know the reference.
you're also a bit of a throwback yourself, so.
We're saying it's
But you guys
overused
are-
and unnecessary.
and I'm saying you've gone back in time before anyone would even know the reference. So technically, you're
What?
creating the reference.
Pretty sure even if we were in current time, they wouldn't understand the reference. I don't think this reference exists in this plane of existence.
Well, there's like traveling theater groups. They put on performances like, one of the great ones, like Automaton Constable.
And there's always Doctor Who. He might visit this plane sometime.
There's that.
You're right, Doctor Who. Doctor Who technically is canon in any universe. How are you to say
yeah.
he's never been in a certain
Very true.
universe? Oh,
Anyway, again, distracted.
it happens.
More often than not. All right. So we tromp out the front door and go to the Mages College.
Awesome. Well, you recognize this place. This is where you actually have visited before. Far in the future, this is you had met Jake and Elwood after they were, doing their, what was it, bush burning exercises. And
Yes.
Right.
yeah. But it's, of course, much more toned down, obviously a newer structure. So you approach, and there's, only a few people here, but the hustle and bustle is real. And one younger apprentice, comes by. Yes, what can I help you with? This is for mages.
Yes, I know. We are here to see Elias the Wise.
Oh, yes. Let me guess. The palace sent you down here.
Yep.
Wow, it must be magical.
No, we're not magical. It's just that, one of our order rises all the way to the top of advisor to the king, and now he sends everyone here. It's bragging rights or something. Come on. So he
Doesn't
takes
exactly
you back.
fill me with a lot of hope.
He takes you back, and you see an older gentleman, in a kind of what looks like too heavy of a robe for his frail frame, and he's got a big long beard, very traditional wizardy looking, like Merlin from Sword in the Stone, the animated Disney
Yep.
Ah, got
movie.
it.
And he looks, yes. How can I help you?
And so Dane looks at him and goes, "Well, this all started with a total eclipse of the sun."
Ha ha ha. We already finished that play.
Turned around. Every now and then, they got a little bit closer, but they were never coming round.
That
Two
wasn't
different references, but
yeah,
okay.
that wasn't quite the reference I was going for. I was hoping that the girls would go Badum, but they didn't.
Oh, he just
So
slaps his head
Finish
and
that
goes,
play.
I'm falling apart.
You
Total
require
eclipse
healing.
of the heart.
I'm good. I'm good. And he just kind of flops down into his chair.
all right.
So that's
So Dane says, in all seriousness, for us, this starts about 1,000 years in the future. When we are sent on this quest because the old ones are breaking their barriers. And through everything that we've done for our sins, we used to get thrown back to this time, where we're actually looking for this being, this demonic underworld type being, who in our time is called the boss. And so I think we are here to kill the boss before he gains the power that he has, so that the old ones stay in stasis.
he listens to your entire tale, and then, after a moment of thought, sounds like you're here to kill someone with a lot of magical power.
Correct.
I'm far too old to be able to help you with this, but I know who you need to talk to. You need to find Asus. He's the only wizard that was ever able to escape the Shadowfell without aid. He now sits at the roots of Yggdrasil, meditating by Ymir's well.
Okay. And where is the Altry?
Well, it spans all realms. We try to keep the secret here. Normally, I pass it on only to the next master of the college, but if what you tell me is true, you must get to work on climbing it immediately. You have to scale to the top of the mountain, enter the volcano. It seems active only from the outside. This is an illusion. It is actually where the root of the branch of the world tree touches this plane of existence and crosses over into the outer realms.
Okay. Which mountain?
The one we stand upon.
Nope.
That's the one we stand upon. It is the source of the power of the mages here. We draw upon it for many things.
All right. Well, can you direct us to the doorway so we can start our
Start climbing. You're gonna have to go up and over the edge. There is no direct path through the mountain here.
climb? I did not realize the Capitol building was built on a mountain.
No. Was that always like that, or were we just
Yes.
dumb?
No, I've described it many times.
So we're just dumb.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
The sound of an exasperated DM. I described it as such many times.
Yep. Basically every time you guys have come here.
Is this on a mountain? I don't remember it ever being on a mountain. Yep, it's been on a mountain all 3 times you've come here, yeah.
More than that, even.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you. I guess we'll start climbing.
Right on. So, just for fun on this. Okay, so I'd love for everyone to make a check. What would that be? Athletics to climb up.
Well, actually, before we start climbing, maybe it would be a good idea for us to go somewhere and buy a whole lot of rope and maybe some mountain climbing gear.
Or I could turn into a mountain goat and just jump up the cliff.
Turn into a silver wormling and fly up.
You right. So I don't have to worry about it. You guys do whatever you need to do.
What you could do is you could take a rope up and then tie it off somewhere, and then
Be the mountain guide. That would work. Alright.
we're gonna need a lot of room.
What's in it for me though? What do I get?
Gonna see Margaret again.
Don't do that to me. You're mean. I don't want to help you.
That is a very, tangible benefit.
Mm. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah. Much better chance than doing nothing.
Okay.
So anyway, I think we'll go to a store first. We'll buy up a whole bunch of rope, and then we'll kind of go from there.
All right. Well, you go down towards the market district, and you hear a guy, yelling, "Swords, swords! All the swords you could ever need, swords!"
Okay. But does he have any rope?
Well, you go over to him, and he's like, "I don't know anything about this rope, but I have swords you can pull on, swords that are bendable. Here, try this sword out. It, I think, is exactly what you might need." And he hands you a roll of what is very obviously rope.
Oh, this is
And he-
the
And
the
then he goes,
salesman who thinks everything's rope or a sword.
"Yep." It's like, "Would you like to try any of my other swords? I have swords that are big and flat and deflect other swords. I have swords that hold water that you could drink from them."
You know what? I love your sword shop. I love everything sword. What's your favorite type of sword?
Oh, my favorite type of sword. Oh, probably I have this small sword that has 3 points on it. It is perfect. I have never had anything that allows me to eat so thoroughly. And you look at it, and it's basically a spork.
I love it. You know what? That's my favorite sword too. Sporks are now swords, and I will only call them such.
Whatever.
I will. I'm going to commit to that.
All right.
Alpha, meanwhile, is just standing by the side, trying desperately to think about how to best educate this poor man.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible, Alpha. I think this is a very definite. This dude is mentally broken.
He just,
That's not nice.
No.
He just likes his swords.
he's like, "Hey, you there. Guess what? I know that there aren't many of my order around here, but I am one of this, what you would probably call a new faith. I'm a follower of Gond, and I'm a creator of all new types. Look, I've created more different types of swords than anyone ever has. Thanks to Gond's blessing, look, I have created this sword that will hold together your clothing without having to destroy it. And this sword, which you can use to cover your head when things fall down. Like if you're going mountain climbing, you can put this sword on your head and it will parry away the rocks."
follower
Alpha
of
picks up
God.
and says, "Fascinating. Perhaps he has just not developed new terminology at this stage. I believe there is much we can do here."
Alpha befriends the sword seller.
And then
Dane
he turns to Luke and says, "After
rubs
all,
his temple.
would a sword by any other name cut as sweet?"
That as well.
What's in a name? Dane is fed up with us.
Dane's just rubbing his temples and be like, you know what? I just personally, I want as much of these kinds of swords, and he points to the rope, as you have in your shop.
Like, "Oh, you're planning for quite the battle, huh? All right, well, let's see what we can come up with." It's like, here's a sword, there's a sword, everywhere's a swordy sword. And he starts grabbing them and
Oh,
tossing out just like bundles of swords, which of course are ropes. And
I enjoy this person.
Yeah, me too. We should visit him more often. I enjoy this.
Okay.
So you
Alpha
get
have a
a
spare copy of the Book of Gond. I'm just trying to think.
would he? Because he's it's in him.
I know.
Yeah, like the spirit of Gond is in you, not in like writings on wood or stone.
Just debating with whether Alpha should stay behind to help educate this person.
No, we definitely need you, Alpha. You can educate this person later.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Swords.
You know what? I like this guy because he doesn't care about names. You know, like, labels are labels. Who cares? Doesn't make it any less or any more than it's already worth.
Anyway, all right. Dane says, "What do we owe you for all these different kinds of swords?"
Oh well, let's see. I only a couple gold each on that. Let's see. I do have to pay my capital taxes here, so I'll make you a deal. In bulk, 20 gold for absolutely everything.
So
Awesome. Amazing. Gone to be praised.
perfect. All right. So let's see what I've got here.
Ooh, have I showed you my holy sword? We call him Mr. Grippy, and he holds up basically a grappling hook.
I love Mr. Grippy and I kind of want it. Come on, can we have Mr. Grippy?
Yes, we can have Mr. Grippy.
I don't need it because I can fly, but I want it.
That's fine. You can use it to wedge it in the rock so we can climb up after you.
Perfect. How much is Mr. Grippy?
Oh, 2 gold pieces.
Easy done. Here you go, good sir. And we are Warforged-less.
Quick,
Us
run
both
up
of
the
our
mountain.
robots. Go. Well, actually, we probably don't want to go educate the man.
All right. So Dane's gonna hand this guy a gem that's worth 50 gold pieces and be like, you can keep the gem, and we'll just kind of leave it in credit for the next time we come to your store and
Absolutely. Well, thank you
buy more
very
swords.
much, kind dwarf. You are amazing. May you have God's blessings on your journey.
I like this dude. Is this one like the first followers of Gond we've actually met?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's nice. It's nice, you know?
Uh-oh, Alex lost power.
Yeah. It happens. They're doing more rolling brownouts and stuff where he's at.
Oh.
There's a whole energy crisis going on.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway. So, you guys start trekking up the mountain?
Well, actually, what we do is Dane's going to spend a little bit of time kind of splicing some of these rope ends together, and I think so. How much all this rope that we bought? About how much rope do you think we have?
Oh, you got a lot. You got like 1,200 feet or something.
Okay, perfect. So Dane's going to spend a little bit of time kind of splicing some of these rope ends together, and he's going to tie the grappling. He's going to splice the grappling hook onto one end of one of the ropes. And then when everything is kind of tied together in a nice, neat pile, he's going to, hand it off
Hey, I can hear you guys again.
to Castro. Be like, yay! He's going to hand the Mr. Grippy off to Castro. Be like, okay, can you fly this on up until you can find a
Uh-oh. Oh, I lost it.
maybe a somewhat flat spot that maybe we can, stage where we can maybe rest after we're done. We
Yeah,
can do this again.
I guess so. Wild shape time to silver wormling. Let's make sure I don't fail. That was a 16. I think I'm good.
Yep.
Alright. Turns into the wormling. Sighs. Grabs the rope and flies around. Fly time. Let's find a proper place to put this. Get this
Cool.
all steady and
Make sure Mr. Grippy is wedged in.
or I could just sit on it.
I don't think you want to do that.
Probably not. Well, I'm just the weight of a wormling is probably good, but yeah.
Yeah, you really want Mr. Grippy digging into your flesh?
Well, we wouldn't be digging into the flesh. I'd just be like holding it or something under my palm and put all my weight on it. Anyways,
Yeah.
look for a nice spot. Should I do an investigation or just...
Perception check. How about that? You're just flying
Yes.
over.
It's an 18.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you nail it. You found a perfect spot. You hook Mr. Grippy on. You've got the rope dangling down below. Everyone's good to go. They get advantage on athletics check to climb up.
That's good, because you never know what's going to happen.
Alrighty. And I won't be there to swoop down and save you. Unless you want. If Mr. Grippy is really wedged in there safe, then should I be, like, on, like, spotting patrol? Like, if any of you slip, I should be there to...
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Alright,
Ray got a 19.
Ray's fine.
Oh,
So make sure
Ray just
Mr.
shoots up.
I'll make sure Mr. Grippy is all perfectly safe, and then I'll fly on down and kind of hover by people and make sure, keep an eye on them.
Dane got an 18.
Nice, Dane. You fly right up, well, metaphorically, and
Yeah, thank you.
No
Sure
issues.
did,
you're like
'cause my first
climbing
roll-
stone. Ha! I'm a dwarf. You just
Right? I'd probably just dig into the stone with my fingers like it's crumbly old cheese.
oh god.
Alpha, what about you?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yay! I have returned. Alpha got a 20.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you fly right up.
So yeah, I didn't need to spot at all.
perfect. All right. So we make it up to our spot. How much further up the mountain do we need to go?
Oh,
How does
let's say you already started pretty far up, so it's just roll me. I'll tell you what. Let's just everyone roll 2 checks really quick. Just roll 2 d20s, and we'll call it good. So I'm just gonna add up everyone's total, and we'll see if it gets over a threshold that I wrote down.
With the bonuses to athletics or without?
Sure, you can add those on. I don't care.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, then 16 and 18.
17 and 12.
17 and 20.
20 and 13.
20 and 2013. 13. You are successful. You guys make it all the way up. Man, spreadsheets make this easy. All right. Yep, you make it.
Surprisingly, that was one of our less dangerous ventures.
Yeah, I was quite impressed. You guys successfully make it all the way up. You're becoming quite adept adventurers, spelunkers or whatever. So,
Getting good at climbing walls.
yep. So you make it all the way up and in, and sure enough, you roll into the top, over the top of the, what is that, the caldera or whatever, the top of the mountain, you know, where it should be erupting from, and you see that basically whatever would look like it's coming out, steam or whatnot, is not there. It's just a giant branch that reaches up into the sky, like Jack and the Beanstalk style.
That's fun. How long did that take to get up the mountain?
Oh, hours. Couple hours.
How many hours specific?
I don't know. Hold on. 5. I just
How
threw a
long does your wild
d6.
shape last?
I'll take last 3 hours.
All right. Well, you had flown high enough up. You landed before you wild shaped back.
Alright. Let's brush by it. Alright, so big old branch stretching into the sky. Got it.
Yes.
Now what? So I do have another thing of wild to use. So Dane's doing something really quick, so wait for him to get back. I mean, we could just do. We could just keep climbing. I mean,
So, should we
I guess we just keep climbing.
maybe take a long rest before you keep climbing?
I have another expensive wild shape, but I don't know. Do we want to rest at the top here and then continue after a long rest?
Ray, what do you think?
I don't care. I'm pretty good.
Are all our hit points?
Actually, I think might be recovering from all of the stuff I took in the dungeon.
Yeah, let's take a long rest. Make sure all our hit points are back up to full. All our spell slots are good.
Yeah, alright.
All right. Well, you guys hang out. Alpha shuts down, does his normal watch, but you're not threatened at all. Like, this area is just quiet. It's the quietest you've ever experienced in your entire life.
This makes me more sad. No wildlife.
So
No danger.
So Casseros broods through the night. A single tear slips down his cheek.
Yep.
Do you sigh every once in a while as well?
I guess sigh in my sleep. Yes. I take out the bag of teeth and snuggle with it as if it were Jeremy.
Yeah. You cuddle with it, and there's a little whimper of Jeremy, and then you roll over, and there's a mumbling of Margaret, and then you roll back.
Very restless night. Not fun at all.
Yeah.
When it's quiet, I have to listen to my thoughts. So
I'd imagine all of you have some, at least minor PTSD by now.
Yep.
Yes, but if most everyone on this plane of existence has a really stressful life, PTSD is probably just a normal aspect of existence.
Yeah, I guess.
Perspective and all that, I guess.
All right. Anyway, okay. So we make it through the night. Castros manages not to wake us up with his sobbing. Everybody else sleep well, I'm assuming?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay, cool. All right. So next morning, you wake up, start climbing the tree.
Awesome. You find the handholds relatively simple.
Okay.
You're able to get good footings, good handholds. It's almost like the tree wants to be climbed. So
Sweet.
you very quickly find yourself going above the clouds, and you feel a little fuzzy. Like you're passing through something. For a moment, everything tastes purple, and then you realize that you're standing on a much larger branch than you had previously been climbing. Like, what you climbed seemed, it was large. What you were climbing was probably 40 feet total, in diameter, but now you're on like a huge branch that, you can see the wood grain below you, but it's like 80 or 100 feet wide and just goes out before you. You can see down towards the trunk and a mass of branches going up and touching other places amongst a backdrop of stars and night sky.
Cool.
Now what?
I guess we just follow it.
Yep. Keep
Alright.
walking.
Yeah, pretty much. Keep walking.
Okay, so you guys go a walking. And do a random thing here. In the distance, you see two creatures that look like ostriches, but with kind of like red tails and kind of a red plumage on them. There's two of them standing next to each other. What?
Sure, check. Now I can continue.
Oh, you can. Go ahead.
That is an 18.
Cool. You take a look at it and you say, well, I haven't experienced anything like that, but given that size, that's some type of flightless bird. So we should be able to be all right, though I'm not sure what it's doing here. It doesn't seem to belong. You've never experienced one in person, but, just experiencing birds in general, you should be able to, tell certain things about it. Like,
I see.
like don't let it kick you.
Yeah, definitely not. Those legs are probably lethal. It looks prehistoric. It's an oversized dodo.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's relatively tall. I mean, they stand, maybe with their top of their head a bit higher than your tallest party member.
So if it comes to where we have to attack it, aim for the neck and head, because hitting that body isn't going to do much. Too many of its organs aren't exactly vital, and because they have so many feathers around their body, it's going to be hard to tell what is body and what's feather. So aim for the head and neck. I
Nice.
know a bit too much about the emu war in Australia, and I now know how to kill an emu. You want to aim for the head, because they can survive like many bullet shots to their organs, can keep living for a long
Yeah.
time, because a lot of those organs aren't vital, like they can function without them. So yeah, you want to just decapitate it.
All right. That's quite the bit of information for everyone.
I am a druid.
Yeah, you are. You're living up to it. All right. So you guys see that in the distance. They are up ahead of you as you are making your way towards the trunk. What do you want to do?
You want to just try and avoid them?
Yeah, I think so.
They don't really have any good teeth, so no point.
Okay. So you guys start just making your way forward? Like maybe off to the side a bit?
Sure. Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. And you just kind of move over and start walking, and just passively you perceive that one of them happens to be looking at you. The other one is looking off in a different direction.
Okay.
So one's looking at us.
Yep.
But doesn't make any move to approach or attack yet.
Nope.
Cool.
You guys keep moving, and let's roll a. See who's at the back.
I'm guessing Alpha, since he normally brings up the rear.
Okay, roll me a 1d20 and tell me what you get.
Uh-oh.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. 4.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
All of a sudden, from right next to you, you hear just this ear-piercing shriek. It's just high-pitched. Trying to think of what it would be like an air horn with the tone turned up to the highest pitch you can imagine. And at that, the others look up, and those other two, and the two birds you saw, come running at you full speed.
Well, Aim for the neck. Or take down the leg and then, finish it off.
Okay. How far
They were about
away are
like
they?
at first they were about like, oh man, the delay on your end is so hilarious because like I'll get half your question and then there's just a pause and then the rest catches up and sends it to me. It's hilarious.
That doesn't sound fun.
But I'm doing my best.
Yeah. It
So
sounds bad.
they were like, let's call them like 70 feet out, but they look like they're moving at like alpha speed.
Okay. Unsheath my scimitar and pair.
Okay.
All right.
So how Alpha, what's your speed per turn?
Currently 60.
Okay.
So they'll be here very fast.
Well, I guess Dane is going to cast a ray of frost at them.
Well, if we're going to jump in, given where everything is, let's just have everyone roll initiative.
Alright.
16.
6. 21.
19.
Wait, 6 and 21. Who got this? Who got the 6? Who got the 21? Sorry.
I first got the 6. Ray got the 21.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry. They all both came in super fast, and I was like, ah.
Which is which?
Well, you could. Yeah.
We have very
exactly.
similar voices.
Well, and they were like almost overlapped. So I was like, wait, who did what? So, all right.
No
Well,
one-
actually, it starts with Ray. Actually, Ray gets the first move.
Sweet. Take an arrow to headshot one of these.
All right, calling a headshot.
17.
That is a hit.
Nice. Alrighty,
Are
random
you-
arrow time.
That's what I was wondering if you're going to use like a random arrow or a patriot arrow.
36.
Oh, 36. Okay, whoop. Sorry, I'm loading up real quick. That is a
Dying.
grapple hook arrow.
Again.
Yep. So it hits and let's see. It attaches to the target, so you have it hooked on the creature's neck. So you fire and it's like, a hand holding it on, and you've got your ethereal tether back to your bow.
That's 6 damage, by the way.
Oh, that arrow does not do damage; it just grapples.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh well. Alrighty, time for my extra attack. I'm gonna target the other one and shoot it in the head.
All right.
That's an 8 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, figured.
You're fighting that other one.
Should I roll
What was
a
the
random
arrow?
Yeah, sure, just for fun.
That is 70.
Number 70 is a grease arrow. So you fire past it, it hits the ground, the tip kind of explodes, breaks out, and there's a big streak of grease across the tree branch. So if anything ever goes over that way, it'll slip on it.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll probably negatively affect us.
All right. Well, the next person, let me jump back over here, is Dane.
All right. Casting ray of frost at these things.
Okay. Which one?
Yeah, okay, I guess since it's a ray, not like a cone. We'll do the one that isn't grappled.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so 12 plus 9 is 21.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
All right, sweet. Okay. Oh, good lord. All right, so that is a whopping massive amount of 4 cold damage.
It's a cantrip. It's not necessarily strong.
Two D8 dice, so potentially it could have been 16 and ended up being 4. Which is kind of how I tend to roll these things. But what's more important is its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of its next turn.
Got it. All right.
Until of my turn, I guess.
I do your next turn. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Right on. All right. Well, the grappled one, it is hooked, but it was charging forward towards you, so it's going to keep going. It's got the thing hooked onto it, but it's still charging. And now that it's got that arrow, it's going to go straight for Ray. And it will. Let's see. It's going to try and hit you with its beak. So that is a 15 to hit.
A 15?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And I was wow, that was a disadvantage to the creature because yeah. All right. So that's a beak attack. Ooh, ouch. So its forward momentum carries it and it slams its beak into you almost like a spear, and it pierces into you for 13 damage.
Alrighty.
All right. So it does that and then tries to kind of. I guess, Dane, are you standing next to Ray? Or Castros? Is someone right next to Ray?
Sure, I can be next.
Okay. So he's at disadvantage, and he's going to kick out. Holy crap. That's hilarious. So that's a 20 to hit.
You've got to be kidding me. Yes, that.
No, I rolled 2 d20s, and both of them were 15, and he's got a +5. So that was just like shocking. Okay, so and he'll just, so he's like, does that, and he kicks behind him hard, and that is get the right dice. Ooh, that is a kick for 17. Bludgeoning just gets you like hard.
Why do we even bother to carry weapons? We should just be running around kicking things and biting things, because I swear they do more damage with their beaks and their feet than we do with our magical weapons.
Hey, you know what? I do go for that method.
If you have armor, the reason I give you the type of damage like bludgeoning or piercing or whatever is if your armor is rated as being for that, then you do take damage reductions based on that damage type.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. At least my equipment doesn't tell me. So chainmail with the shield.
Chainmail is good against slashing, bad against bludgeoning.
Yeah, but the shield, I would imagine, would be good against bludgeoning.
It should be. It's just if it gets around your shield. So your shield gives you a +2 AC, but the idea is if it's hitting the shield, if it gets around your shield, then it hits you, then it falls to armor. And I may be getting a little 4E on that, and we don't want to do that because 4E sucks. So
yeah, just take the 17, but it's interesting, I guess I should say.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Well, I do have to make things somewhat challenging for you. It is Alpha's turn.
All right. So the rope that grappled around the neck of that one, it's not directly attached to the bow. It's just kind of there, right?
I don't know if we've ever really established how it works exactly. It's definitely ethereal. It's like something that just comes from the use of the bow.
I'm just wondering if it's possible for Alpha to grab the rope and try running to take out the legs of the other one using the rope. Like those are the other ones charging in. Treat him like an AT-AT.
I saw that old movie.
I mean, if you want to do that, I can just hand it to you.
Yeah, you could just
like, there you
grab
go.
the rope from Ray's hands as you run by. Or the bow, I mean.
Not the bow. The bow has to stay in her hands. I just need the rope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's attached to the bow. Because, like,
Yeah,
when she
it's
shot...
like securely attached.
You know, like the fishing arrows you'd use with a compound bow.
Okay, so then...
Don't worry, I got another
Trying
bow,
to
remember?
All right, you have the energy bow.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Well,
the
this is...
backup, yeah.
So let's just switch bows. Here we go, Al.
All right. Okay. So I guess Alpha grabs the bow and tries to then just do a dash run to try and trip all of like the incoming ones.
Okay, so you're at the back. You leap forward, grab the bow, and then spin it around the other charging ostrich's legs.
Yeah.
I like this.
Let's
All
see if
right.
we can disable them.
Yeah. Roll me a. Let's see what that would be. God, it'd be a 1d20 plus. God, what would that even be? I want to say it's like something to do with athletics or acrobatics or something like that. I feel like it should be a. Well, here first. Roll me a sleight of hand check first. I want to make sure you can grab the bow.
Okay. Sleight of hand puts me 24.
Oh, yeah. You perfectly, flawlessly grab the bow. And then you run. You've got your movement speed to do it. I guess just give me a 1d20 check and tell me what you get.
16.
That is successful. All right.
Yay!
So, yeah, that's actually was the perfect roll for you to do right there. Yeah, you grab it, you run out, and it... Let me roll a dex save for it really quick just to make sure. And it goes down.
Ooh, does it impact the other one that had the rope tied around its neck from the weight transfer of it going down?
I guess it would pull on it. Dang it, I don't know how to play that. Let me...
Maybe the other one has to do like a constitution save?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and I just nat 20'd. So, no. It does not do anything to that one.
No, here we go. Not only that, but as it starts tugging, it pulls in the opposite direction. Now the other ostrich is flying towards the group, rolling on the ground like a mace.
So it was already going forward, so momentum is causing it to roll. Just for fun, because of that, it rolls like a good, let's say it's moving so fast, plus what you do. And, oh wow, yeah, it just took 7 damage just from like hitting the ground and rolling.
I'm guessing now it is right in front of the group. Rolled into
yes,
them.
and it is prone.
Cool.
Alpha has multiple attacks, but not multiple actions. So go.
Okay, so that means, well, actually, it's the prone. That was the prone creature. Its turn is now. You just took it down. So it. Oh god. So it's in front. I guess it uses its movement to get up. So it's standing there. And I'll say it's only going to get one of its actions. So it's going to take a strike at Castros.
Of course.
Well, you're right there. Oh, jeez.
It can only peck. Remember, its legs are tied, so you're still okay.
So and it only rolled a 7 to hit, and I know that's not going to hit.
No, it doesn't.
All right, which then it means it's Castos' turn, and you're staring right at this thing that just tried to hit you.
Well, I was gonna cast Conjure Animal, but considering it's right there, I'm gonna take my scimitar and just stab it in the eye or just chop down on its neck, whichever.
All right.
That's a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit.
And, it's only 4 slashing.
Still, I mean that's a good solid hit. All right, and it is upright. Okay, it is not looking good. Like between the 3 hits that it's taken so far, it's getting kind of beat up. But that shriek that Alpha had heard was another one coming up behind. And let's see, Alpha moved forward. And let's see, so who would be there? I guess if the 3 of you are in a group, Alpha's out front. So it comes up, I guess this other one comes up behind you, Casros, and takes a strike at you. And
So
wow.
we facing 3 birds now?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Great.
And well, they're a pack hunter. The first one misses terribly, and then the next one is a 16 to hit.
16 makes it.
Oh, that makes it? All right. So that is. Oh,
Yep.
Ow. Oh, I'm sorry. It just, rips into you with a powerful kick for 21 bludgeoning.
Jesus!
Yeah. I was almost a crit roll on that one. Sorry.
Ow.
Uh,
Dane is speechless. We fought
Well,
literal gods, but no, it's the giant birds that mess us up.
This is kind of almost stupid.
Sorry. Jeez. I found these creatures today and I thought, oh, this will be a fun one to fight.
Yeah.
Fun.
Well, anyway. It's from the expanded
Sorry,
monster
Ben, we don't mean to
manual.
crush your hopes and dreams. It's okay.
No,
Say
it's
what?
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's Ray's turn anyway.
You sound so sad.
The campaign ends with the attack of 3 birds.
We all die. Here, we die here. Alright, so they're both in front of us, and one is prone.
No, he
So-
managed to get up.
He got up. So right now you've got so Castros is on kind of, let's call him on the right side. He's got a bird in front and a bird behind. There's the one with the grapple around its neck that's in front of Ray, and Dane is standing next to Ray.
Okay, first I'm gonna shoot the one right in front of me, because, priorities.
You're staring at it. You're just gonna point blank it.
Yep, and that is a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And in terms of random arrow, that is... I rolled 2 zeros.
Oh, all right.
It's 0, 0,
Uh,
0, 0.
well, I suppose we should have a special thing for that, because normally that would be 100, which on here is it says blessed arrow, which does extra 1d4 damage to undead. But I feel like in this situation that it should trigger something else. Let's say that on a roll of 100, then it's whatever your most desired arrow suddenly comes out of the thing and hits it.
How far away is this bird from us?
Oh, it's right in front of you. You point blanked it.
Gosh darn it. Wait, you want the bees? I wanted the honey arrow. What about the cannonball one?
Yeah,
say
how
the
about a
cannonball worked out
cannonball?
pretty
Alrighty, cannonball arrow, go.
Oh, God. Okay. Let's just check here. The creature is hit with 8d10 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
So- So give me
Alright,
an
let
8.
blink. Let me
Yeah,
generate it.
I'm just gonna check real quick. Yeah, it fails its strength save on that, which I was
Yeah.
at disadvantage, so it's really failed. Oh my god.
That's a total of 46 damage.
So, how can I explain this? You pull back, you fire your arrow, and instead of taking the advice of shoot for the neck, you happen to have hit the body. But as the arrow transforms, the body just explodes outward in a splash of blood and viscera, and there's just a poof of arrows that goes floating to the ground at your feet.
Wow.
Do we have like two legs that are just kind of standing upright, attached to nothing now?
Yes, in fact, the two legs are standing there, and then they just kind of fall to the side, and the neck, which was, right in front of you, held by the grapple arrow, it was detached, hung in the air for a moment, and then fell to the ground like a limp snake.
Jeez. Alright.
Nice.
Definitely works. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Alrighty, now for my second attack, I've got to aim for the one that's behind Castros.
Okay.
Please don't William tell the bird. It's
No,
gonna
she can-
attack you. I'm not a willing participant. I'm trying to help. And that's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
See? You're worried about nothing. And that is a 99 on the arrow.
90. Wow, you're rolling high. Jeez. All right, that one is on hit. Target vanishes. It's an invisibility arrow.
Oh no!
Yeah. Don't help me. So does that
And
mean it's invisible now, or it just is gone?
It is invisible for the next 11 minutes.
To fight an invisible bird. I still get to do damage on that thing, right?
Oh yeah. Roll your standard damage.
Yeah, do your damage.
Hey, this is the one that's tied on the ground.
1. Okay. What else?
This is the one tied on the ground, right?
No, that was the other one, the one that came up from behind.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was the one that shrieked behind you. All right. Well, Dane, it's your turn.
Trying to help, okay? It's not my fault the 99 arrow just happens to be awful.
Yeah, these chaos arrows of yours, I would say that overall, I'm not a gigantic fan. I mean, we got like 2 good arrows, and the rest of them are actually kind of negative influencers.
Well, some of them, I looked at the list. Some of them are actually really freaking amazing.
Yeah,
Like
we never
insta-kill
seem to
arrow.
get those. Yeah, we don't tend to get those. We get the it vanishes and now it's invisible. Oh no, it teleports you right in the middle of the army. Or we have gotten the honey arrow a couple times, which is that's pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie there. And the cannonball arrow is amazing, but it just seems like more often than not we hit the bad arrows.
That's just our luck.
Well, I guess we are the nat ones. All right. So Dane's not even gonna bother with the one he can't see because what are we gonna do? So it's cast between the.
It's not there.
For all intents and
What'd you
purposes,
say?
for us, we just assume that it instantly vanished. It's not there
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just.
Until
It blipped out of existence.
until it hits us again. All right, so is Castros between me and the bird I can see?
No, you could just. I mean, since Ray stepped back, there's a clear path between you and it.
Okay, fine. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna take a swing at this bird with my axe.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a nat 20.
Oh yeah, whack that thing.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Roll again.
Just to see.
That is not a nat 20. It's a 5 plus 6, so that's an 11. So I can
It's still double damage.
damage, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So 1d8 plus 6. Here we go. So that's 11 damage.
So you bring down your axe and you do exactly what was told of you. You decapitate it.
Ah.
Nice.
Ha ha ha.
Me being a dwarf, I can actually reach all the way up to its neck.
You jumped.
Mm,
It was like a basketball dunk.
perfect.
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds good. Okay.
You know, like they say, with a hop, skip, and a dwarf.
All right.
Is that what they say?
Mission done. They're all gone.
Um,
Yeah, it's Dane. You've got actually, you do technically have another hit, but you're just standing there. You cut that one down. You're standing in front of Castro. It's like, yeah, check it out.
Woohoo.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's no way for me to know that we still have a bird that's active.
Yep, until it attacks one of us. And if it does come to that, I have an idea for what to do, but at the moment, I've got no clue. I'm like, hey, job done, cool, let's continue.
So, okay. I guess it's going to end my turn.
All right, just to offer it, Alpha.
I'm just gonna. I think I have to roll a perception to see if he can sense the other birds still being around.
Sure.
17.
Hmm. You know what? Actually, let me double check the rule book to see what it says on the matter because I'm not sure.
If it's invisible, but I do a really good investigation check.
I mean, theoretically, it might be invisible, but you could still, I would assume you could still hear it.
True.
It's not
Yeah,
going to
that's
be
what I'm
completely
thinking.
silent. And if you are actually in the shape of a direwolf, you should be able to smell it as well.
Exactly, that was my plan. If we caught on that it wasn't dead yet, just invisible, I would have turned into a direwolf and tracked it by scent.
Okay. I looked it up. You cannot perceive it. Sorry.
But you could, well, no. If it's, would that
None of us
include
have true
perception
sight,
checks
so
from like sound or smell?
It does, apparently.
Huh. That's dumb. It should only be a
That's-
sight then.
I know. I'm going off rules as written.
I know you are. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming somebody who I cannot see.
Well, so basically what it is it's the arrow's version of Vanish Without a Trace.
Pass without a trace.
Pass Without a Trace.
Kind of, but it's actually way crappier than that. Like, you'll see. So, Castros, do you want to do anything? Since Alpha was just trying to perceive and couldn't perceive anything.
as
Oh,
far
no,
as he
I
knows,
can't
there's nothing
perceive
there.
anything. I can't really do much better.
Okay, so you guys are all like, okay, and you're looking around. And let's see, I'm going to grab a D4, and we'll just go, well, in order 1, 2, 3, 4, and see what I get. That is a 3, so that's going to be Alpha. And that is a... What is that? 22 to hit.
That hits.
I figured as much. So what's gonna happen is, Alpha, all of a sudden you just get like kicked hard out of nowhere, and right when that happens, the creature becomes suddenly visible to everyone.
Yeah.
Well, so
Oi,
as I'm reading
get out.
as I'm reading this, it's the moment an attack is done, the spell is broken.
Okay, hang on.
So,
When I see it, I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on it.
well, okay, we'll get there. Hold on. So let me do the damage first, because else I'm gonna get lost in this. So that's kick for 23 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez. That's insane. Strong legs. Like I said, legs are lethal. These
Yeah.
birds don't skip leg day.
No, they don't. They do not skip leg day at all. Okay. So now that it's visible again, we'll just go back to turn order, and Ray, now you can put your hunter's mark on it.
Hunter's mark on it. There we go. Now I can't get out of my sights. I can't lose it now. Alrighty.
There you go.
Now that I have my hunter's mark on it, I have another extra 1d6 damage I can do. But I'm gonna just shoot it.
Okay.
20.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Not nat 20, but 20.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah. Alright. Now the question is, do I do a random arrow or a patriot arrow? I'm gonna do a random arrow because I don't want to lose my patriot
And they're funnier.
arrow. That is a 69.
69 is Tracer arrow glows when fired, so you can see the arc of the arrow and where it lands.
Yes! Let's go! So this thing is just not getting away now.
No, and so do your regular damage, and we're gonna say that the entire thing is glowing to everyone. So you've got your hunter's mark on it, so you can see it, but now everyone can really see it.
Damage. 3 damage.
With your extra 1d4?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, and also it's a 1d6. And I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh my god. Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that's
I got
that.
extra attack, so I'm gonna fire again.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, but you did the hunter's mark. Wouldn't that be one action?
Is
And
that a
then you get
bonus,
an
or is
attack?
it a...
I'm not sure. It should be an action. Yeah, I think it's an action.
I think you're...
Okay,
Yeah,
then that's...
alrighty.
Yeah.
Well,
Consider-
you're fine. You guys don't get an excuse. You guys can see it now.
Oh, it's actually a bonus action.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
So I can
you
go
can
again?
just do it. Yeah, you can just do it whenever and then do your regular stuff.
Nice, alrighty. Well, I'm gonna shoot it again.
Cool.
19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Alrighty, random arrow. 95.
Good lord. High numbers.
Was that a good
It's a
laugh
it is a
or bad laugh?
it is a spoil arrow. On hit, you have a horrible taste in your mouth that distracts you from whatever else you were doing and go to seek water. So the creature has a horrible taste and it suddenly wants to get out of there.
Well, too bad I have to do my damage to it. Oh, heck yeah! I got full points on that damage. That is a 14.
Jeez. Well, it gets hit and it's like you can see it's stumbling and bleeding and barely hanging on. It's gasping for air as it's slowly dying. Dane, do you want to put it out of its misery?
Oh, absolutely. Dane's looking at this big, huge drumstick and thinking it's time to eat,
Well, it probably does taste good.
right? All right, here we go.
Just a big old turkey.
Big hit. Okay. So that is a 25 to hit.
Oh my god.
Well,
I did.
it's a miracle.
If I can just... Okay. And so 9 damage.
That kills it.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Yay. Yep. We're gonna be eating well tonight.
All right.
Who wants the thigh?
I'm very good at cleaning / butchering meat. I'm gonna.
There's not much in the way of wings, but you know.
Yeah.
That's why you never want to go
Good
up
old
against an
legs.
ostrich. They have no flight response.
Right.
Yeah, so
Sweet. All right.
eating well.
Yeah.
Kind of, I guess. Should we move on or should we stop and have a nice meal?
We should stop and have a nice meal. I mean, I'm down 17. You're down 20 some.
Not sure.
Ray's down. Are you down? You're down.
13.
You're down 13.
Alpha's down like 22.
Yeah. So, well, I think it's a good spot to build a campfire and eat some monster bird meat.
Whoop whoop. Nutritious. I'm assuming these birds just have beaks, no teeth.
Yes. Though they're serrated for fun.
Do their tons have teeth? Because geese have teeth on their tons.
You know, it's a fantasy world. Why not?
Sure, I'll just harvest a few teeth from their tons and call it a day.
All right, I'm gotta look up. You know, geez, there's got to be a. There we go. 5E monster cooking rules. Servings by creature size. A medium creature produces 8 servings.
Is this only a medium creature?
Technically, it is because of the body size is relatively small compared to like the legs and neck.
Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, we've got 2 of them that we can cook up. It's only the one that Ray hit with the cannonball arrow that is, gone. Though technically, even that we can still get a couple drumsticks off of.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're not going to be huge drumsticks. I mean, you've seen ostrich legs; they're relatively skinny.
You'd be surprised. Those are some big. I mean, a turkey leg is a meal in and of itself, just about. So,
True.
you take a bird that's about 4 times the size, and I imagine there's gonna be a lot of meat on that. I think 1 drumstick would be enough to satiate Dane.
Oh wow. Well, I probably should. I am not going to follow the rules as written for this one. This would not go well for you guys.
Why bird poison?
So, according to this rule book, the meat you would cut out would be would taste of a foul ichor, and it would be technically poisonous to you to consume, but the benefit of if you survived it is you would actually gain something that's kind of cool. But so it's like there are benefits, but let's just not follow the rules on that, and let's just say that it's a standard, more like an ostrich, and that way you can just cook it and eat it and get an extra I think it's +2 hit points for every hit die during a short rest. Yeah, that's what I'm reading that.
Okay.
Successful, we got a meal out of it and everything. I got some bird teeth.
As far as a hit die, what would that be?
So you'll have your hit die listed on your character sheet. You get 1 hit die per level. So the idea is if you're having a short rest and you eat the food, you roll a hit die to regain those hit points, but since you're eating this meat, you get an extra 2 points on top of the roll.
So I'm rolling my hit die. Ooh, that's not bad. So I basically gain 10 points.
Yeah.
So I'm up to 60 there.
Hey, fully regenerated. Let's go. I mean, that should be fine. I can make the difference up with whatever
Cure
healing
wounds.
spells. Yeah,
Yeah.
cure wounds.
All right. Sweet.
All right.
Not just sweet.
Yeah,
savory.
some of this is, jeez.
Yeah, what does the meat
Wow.
taste like?
Tastes like chicken.
It's not good.
Not
Like, we'll just say,
Gamey.
well, we'll follow the Crocodile Dundee rules. You can eat it, you could live off it, but it tastes like dung.
All right, it's not the most enjoyable supper.
Yeah.
We've had one breakfast, yes, but what about second breakfast?
I'm sure tastes even worse the second time around.
Yeah, probably don't want to jerk this meat.
No, I can find better. Aaron.
Awesome. Well, you guys get your rest in, you're feeling good, and you continue on towards the trunk of the tree. Steps. How can I put this? Steps consistent as the camera pans up away from you, and we roll credits.
Whoop whoop.
All right, sounds good.
I told my friend what happened. I just said, in my D&D party, we just got attacked by a bunch of ostriches. And she's like, I'm sorry. Did you say ostriches? I mean, essentially ostriches.
Yeah, they're like demonic ostriches, but ostriches nonetheless.
Yeah. And then I sent the picture you put in the chat, and she's like, "Ayo, look at them arms. That ain't a bird. That's a dinosaur."
Yeah.
Essentially,
The arms. So in the
turkey.
in the monster manual it says the arms are weak but useful, so they can like carry lightweight magical items and stuff to the benefit of their herd or flock.
okay.
Oh,
So
good
what
for them.
rules did we actually fight?
They're just called Abrians. They're a chaotic evil creature that like evolved in the abyss.
Well, what's it doing up in the world tree?
So apparently they're one of the creatures that migrated to the world tree and lives there now, hunting along its branches.
Ah, I see. So if we had actually adhered to the rules in the rule book, what would it have done? What was it supposed to have done to us?
So yeah, according to the cookbook rules, if you follow those, if you consume that, you take 8d6 necrotic damage, but gain a one-time casting of Summon Greater Demon, which is a 4th level spell. So, it's a trade-off.
Yeah, 8d6. I mean, Jesus, that's a lot of potential damage.
Exactly, but that's why I was like, well, the trade-off isn't so terrible.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I would probably have survived it because that'd be 48 damage.
At max.
I had
Just
50
out of
hit points.
curiosity, I'm
Yeah,
gonna roll
Matt.
8d6.
Yeah.
But,
24
that would...
damage.
Yeah, see, so that would have been fine. And that would have been a good application for. I know you don't have Barnaby had the didn't Barnaby have the Glutton's Fork?
Probably.
Yeah, I think he had the thing that would have rendered that necrotic damage inert. So
Yeah. Well, and Dane, being a dwarf, has resistance to poison, so
yeah, but necrotic damage isn't poison; it's a whole different
Yeah.
category.
Got
But
it.
it was pretty funny that there is actually a monster cooking rule book that
They
explains
come up
all
with
of it.
everything.
It is, well, I think it's because players try everything and then they're like, crap, now we got to make a rule for it. And This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
No Jeremy and no Margaret makes Castro something something.